And even now, at 8 years old, she prefers to sing rather than talk. But it's communication.
It is communication. And
And
it's,
it's advanced because she has to put these words together in a funny way to make it work.
yep.
So let's talk about the milestones for speech and where our children should be, because I know some of us sit here going, well, I don't know where my 2-year-old should be at. Should my 2-year-old be at 20 words or 200 words?
Sure. Let's go through that. Okay. So typical milestones. By 12 months of age, you expect babbling. Okay. So ma, 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 ba, 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 da, 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 ha, 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 sounds like that. By 18 months, average, typically developing child has about 15 words. And they usually have 6 basic consonants. The 6 basic consonants are m and n, the nasal sounds, the b and the p, they're called plosives, and d and h. So those are the first ones that typically come in. So every child is different, obviously, so others may be there in addition or instead of, but that's what the typical child has. By 24 months, you want to hear 50 words minimum, and at 24 months, 2-word combinations start. So remember, this is average, typical. So you'll have children combining 2 words together before 2 or way after 2. There's a wide range of what is normal, okay? But this is just average. At 2.5 years old, you want to hear some phrases, 3-word combinations. Some children already do have sentences, so 5-word combinations. And by 3 years old, conversational speech is expected. So easy dialogue. Mommy, come here, sit down. I want some bread. And they're able to respond to your questions. They understand you, and they can reply correctly by using sentences. So yeah, by 3 years old.
Perfect. Now, what would I do if Riley were back at 18 months again? What would I do to help her? Because I've seen she's missed these speech milestones.
So if she's 18 months and she has no words.
Yes.
Okay, so you would basically you backtrack all the way to the beginning. And first of all, I'd like to assess the child to really see what they're able to do and then work with that. So in other words, some children do babble or make some kind of sounds at 18 months, even though they're not speaking, right? So you'll hear ma, 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 or ba, 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 or ha, 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 but no words. So the therapist typically works, or mom at this point, if there is no therapist, can work on whatever the sounds child already has. So it's important to catch the child while they're producing their ma, 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 even though, say they're playing with their toy, whatever, I'm holding a phone, and they're ma, 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 ma. So get in front of their face and literally go ma, ma, ma. So this is called motherese. Get them, imitate what they're saying. This is how you stimulate the child's attention, and they're looking at you because you just repeated what they did. If you got their attention, you could introduce another sound. So when you have imitated ma, ma, ma after them, and then you can add another one. Ba, 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 look what I'm doing. You could bring your attention, the child's attention, to your mouth by pointing at your chin like this with your finger. So you basically build on the sounds the child already has. Okay, that's really the most important one. Then you can add new ones. I will go a little bit towards the end. I'll go into specific exercises, how to stimulate basic sounds.
Okay. Now we have a minute, so I want to jump over to the chat section. If you have any questions for us, please put them down now. While we're waiting for questions, let's go back to.
So I can discuss. You want me to answer questions right now, or go into explaining how to stimulate vowel and consonant sounds? Because I could do it.
Give me 2 seconds to answer this question.
Sure.
Amber Beth, my son is nonverbal. I have 2 kids in speech therapy since they were 2 years old because they were also nonverbal. Amber, you've done this. You know you can keep doing this. Amber has been with us from the beginning pretty much. Amber, let's post it in group chat or in the Facebook group chat. And what I'll do is I'll actually go in later and I will tag Jelena so that you and Jelena can have a private conversation.
Sure, absolutely.
Jelena wants to help you guys figure out if you need where the next step is, kind of, because there's so many people saying, do this, do this, do this. You have to look at what's most important for your child.
If anyone wants a private 30-minute consult, our company Talkaro Academy is offering them right now. So drop in the chat, want free consult, and we'll get back to each one of you to offer you that.
And guys, what we'll do is at the end of the show, Jason will actually post the links like we always do, so that you'll see the Talkaro Academy and you can kind of check out what they do. It's Jelena and Jennifer together. You'll meet Jennifer next week. And we'll kind of go into what they have and what they're offering and how you guys can get a free, I was going to say referral. Free consult. Sorry. It's been a long day.
Okay.
So, Jelena, do you want to talk to us about how we can start getting those sounds and things we can do?
Okay, so you guys, first thing that you could try to do is get them to exhale, inhale and exhale in a more controlled way. So we don't even realize, but we all talk on exhalation, right? So we don't even think about it. But in order to speak verbal, for verbal communication, you do that on exhalation. So as an example, I'm going to do it right now. An inhale. And then I speak as I'm exhaling, right? So the child needs to be able to control that exhale. So that blowing is one of the exercises to get that going. And I'm going to show you one exercise you could do with your kids. Just take a piece of paper, rip off a little piece, cut it into, just rip it into a few more pieces, put it in the palm of your hand, and then you could announce a blowing game. So Maddie, let's play a blowing game. Look what we're going to do. And then you accentuate this. And then you blow, you exhale, right? That's your exhalation. And then you put the papers back on your hand and you offer your hand to the child. Tell them, now you do that. And then you show it again, okay? You take a breath, do it slowly so they see what you're doing. And then you blow it off. So that's the first very, very basic exercise that can be done on a daily basis, okay? You could blow papers to each other. You could blow cotton balls to each other. It could be just a game, but really what you're practicing is control of inhalation, exhalation. So that's number one. Step number two, the next level up, is working on open mouth sounds, so vowels, okay? If they're not speaking, we're going back to the beginning. What do babies do? Vowels. Cooing, right? So how to stimulate that? You say, let's play singing games. We're going to sing today. This is how we're going to do it. And you can add clapping into it like this. And you'll get their attention. And then you go again. Even if you're silly, don't worry about it. And then you can go through the whole scale. Do whatever you want. So that's the ah. Now you could do a uh-oh. The open mouth sound, right? I'll show you a game with that. Give me a second.
And most kids love this uh-oh sound because then they realize what it means and it becomes a game. I drop it, uh-oh.
And you got their attention. So take any object. I'm just going to use a pen for today's purposes. And you drop it and then you go, uh-oh. And then you pick it up again and you repeat it as many times as the child is paying attention to you, okay? Accentuate it. In other words, bring their attention to it. Do it slowly. Okay, do it many, many times. Then give the object to your child. See if they'll do the same. See if they'll copy the oh. You could do the E, which is also an open mouth sound. So we could do a police car. E. So really games with open mouth sounds. Okay, any open mouth sounds are fine. Come up with your own. Make it fun, be silly, and see if the child even attempts to copy you. If they open their mouth even as you're doing the E and they're going, but no sounds come out, praise them. It's very, very important. If you see any attempt to even look at you, praise them. Tell them, good looking, great job. You're looking at me. If they attempt, but they're completely off, say you're doing E, 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 and they're doing say, great trying. So you definitely praise. You never say, oh, don't do that. That's wrong. Do this. Okay?
You don't want them to shut back down, folks. And that's exactly what Jelena wants them to keep open to everything out there. So,
I don't hear you. I lost you.
Oh, you don't hear me? Okay, can anyone else not hear me?
Do you hear me?
I
Do you hear
you.
me? Guys, can you write down in the chat if you hear me? So I'll continue until Jen figures out her audio.
Jason
Do you
said that
guys
we
hear
can-
me? Put in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, Jason hears me, Jennifer hears me. Okay, good. So until Jen figures it out, let me tell you the next step, okay? So first one is inhalation, exhalation control. Remember the game, okay? Cotton balls and pieces of paper. Second activity is vowels. So any singing games with ah, oh, oo, e, I, those types of sounds, okay? Third step, the one above that, is consonants. So the 6 consonants that you work on, remember I mentioned them before, m, n, nasal, that's nasal stuff, n, write it down, okay? Then you have b, p, that's plosive, so air forms in your mouth, pressure, and then b and p, and then you have the fifth and the sixth are d and h. So those sounds are the early words that kids get, right? The mama and the dada and the hi and the bye and the baba and nana for banana. Those are the early sounds. How to stimulate them? For example, how do you teach the word hi? It's a simple hi, simple early word. I'll give you one game. Put 5 or 6 toys, fuzzy animals toys, in the child's bedroom. And each time you come into the room with the child, say hi to each of the animals. Hi, bear. Hi, bunny. And wave. And see if the child copies the waving. And you could bring their attention to your mouth again. Look, Maddie, we're saying hi. Hi, bear. Hi, baby. Hi, Foxy. And that's how you